Adediran, let me welcome you to our conversation this afternoon. Now, we bumped into your story on the social media, the challenge you are having with the EFCC. What is your story? What happened?
Yeah, this is a story. On the 14th of last month, October this year, at about, let's say, past 4 a.m. in the morning, I was sleeping in my room and I had some set of people jumping over the fence into our compound. At that time, I don't know who that could be. So I actually don't know what is going on. So I stayed quietly in my room and observe what is going on. Then I saw some people jumping over the fence. I was calculating them. There were more than 10 people. So I actually don't know what's going on. So I was anxious, and then I was panicking at the same time. So I had to lay alone in my room. So suddenly I had a bang on the door, not my door this time, but my neighbor's door. So they broke the door, they entered their room, packed them outside, they entered the ceiling, packed some other people outside too. And I started hearing, shoot them, gun them, shoot them, gun them. I was scared. I was like, what is going on? Could this be an armed robber? Or could it be a police? In fact, I wasn't even thinking whether that could be a police officer or a law enforcement agency at all because of their mode of operation. How could a police officer or EFCC be saying, shoot him, kill him? On what arrest? On what this will you be saying you should kill somebody for what? So I wasn't even thinking that this could be EFCC or police or SARS. I was even thinking they are armed robbery. So I laid low in my room, waiting for them to knock on my door, and I will open the door for them. But they just came, broke down my door, broke down everything, and before they could break everything finish, I opened the door for them that, okay, just, you don't have to be aggressive, come in. So I opened the door for them, only for me to see the jacket on them. And the jacket, I saw EFCC. Then I was a little bit calm. Okay, this is EFCC. I shouldn't be worried or anything. So I allowed them in. And at gunpoint, one of them pointed a gun at me and said, I should stand up. Where is my laptop? Where is my phones? I said, there is no need to be worried. I present my phones. I present my laptop for them. I was thinking that they would check my phone or laptop. And if they did not find anything on the phone or laptop, they would let me go. Because I believe EFCC will make their investigation before they carry out arrest. But unknowingly to me, when I present my phone and my laptop, they said I should stand up and follow them. So I can't argue with them because they are many and they have guns with them. So I was already afraid. So I said, there's no problem, I'll follow you. So they came with like 10 bus. So I entered their bus, we were going. So while we were going, I even joked with them. I told them, I said, if you take me to your office and we get to your office and you find out that there is nothing incriminating on my phone or my laptop, you guys are going to give me cheap fare back to Abeokuta because I don't actually have any money on me. So the Mopo was telling me that I should not worry, that once there is nothing found on my laptop or my phone and I'm innocent, that they're going to give me back my phone, my laptop, and money for my TV back to Abeokuta. So I was calm. I said there was no problem. There's no problem. So when I get to their office at Ibadan, then it became another story entirely. They did not ask for my laptop to be checked. They did not have my phone to be checked. They do not do any investigation. They took our picture and paraded us on social media as cybercrime. Then at that point, I knew something is wrong.
Okay,
EFCC.
Adediran, let me get some information here. In what kind of building, what kind of house do you live in?
I live in a room and parlor self-contained.
In a big premises or just on his own?
In a big premises, there are a lot of houses at the left and at the right.
Okay. Adediran, what do you do for a living? Are you a student? Are you a worker? Are you a private business person?
I'm a private business person. I'm a graphic designer also, and I have a cafe business I run at opposite Funab Gate. So
Okay.
my major customer are students, students.
Okay. I'm not playing the EFCC or law enforcement. Is it likely that the EFCC is after you because your cafe is used for crime, to commit crime?
I don't know if there is something like that, because the only thing I do in that office is to register students online and pay their school fees and do their projects. I write project and I write this, and that's what I do. That's the only thing I will do in that office. So there is no connection between my work and the internet cyber fraud.
Okay. Now, by the time you got to Ibadan, you said the story was a different thing altogether. They did not ask you about the content of your phone or the content of a laptop. They just brought you to Ibadan and let you go. Were you detained?
I was detained because they took my picture. The minute they took our picture and put it online, then they handed me over to investigative officer to go and do proper investigation about me. Now the problem is, how will you took my picture, put it online, paraded me as a cybercrime, a suspect online, without you doing investigation prior to that time? So that was the problem. That was the thing I was afraid about. How would EFCC do something like that? Because I was thinking they are supposed to have done their investigation prior to that moment. But now they did not do anything. They took a picture and put it online, and then they handed me over to an investigative officer to go and continue investigation.
Okay. The EFCC has not accused you of a crime. They just said a suspect, but we'll come to that. Have you been taken to court?
I have not been taken to court yet.
So you are now in your house talking with me. Under what condition were you released from the EFCC detention?
I was released on bail. They said their investigation will continue.
What were the conditions for your bail?
The two surety, then a lawyer. The surety must have a landed or house property in Ibadan, and must be a taxpayer for at least 2 years.
What do you think has been the consequence of this your detention and then being posted online as a suspected fraudster? What effect has it had on you?
It has great effect on me, because also I'm a social media influencer, and I have a lot of brands that patronize me on Twitter. And since the day they posted my picture online, I lost my voice online, and I lost a lot of businesses of something I'm supposed to have done online for brand and stuff like that.
I don't have a comment to make, but I must say I appreciate how badly you felt. What line of action are you taking now?
Yeah, for now I have to tread caution, because the last time I put out my story, and they called me the following day that I should report to their office this Monday. I was like, I was not supposed to report to their office, but I was supposed to report to their office next week. So I had to report to the office this Monday. I went to the office this Monday, and they brought out my statement of account and said I should defend my account from 2017 till date. So in which I did. So I don't know what other investigation they are trying to do, and I don't know the step they are taking. So I will wait until they finish their investigation before I know what I will do.
Now, by the time they brought out your statement of account, did they accuse you of having too much money in your account?
There was nothing for them to accuse me of, because there was no outrageous or suspicious amount in my account. I was able to defend every single penny in my account for them.
But now, if they say you are a fraud suspect, have they pinned you to any particular fraud? Have they said you did this transaction that is fraudulent, or you did the other one that is fraudulent?
That is the problem. They have not said anything related to that. And which that's my main problem, that you didn't say this is what I do, and then you posted me online. That is my main concern.
Okay, Adediran, thank you very much for this conversation.
All right, sir.
Good afternoon.